guys, welcome back to the garage for another trailer reaction. Alex Garland, filmmaker. Movies like Ex Machina, God, I love it. Annihilation, I also love it, even though it's a little more divisive. Men, which came out last year with Jesse Buckley. Not a huge fan of that one, but my partner and I discussed on my podcast this week, actually, how long it takes for you to become a ride or die fan of a filmmaker. And for me, it's one movie, and he did it with Ex Machina. He did it again with Annihilation. I will be seated for every Alex Garland project going forward. And that's what we're here to react to today, because he's got a new movie coming out next spring called Civil War, a film that I know virtually nothing about. The only thing I really know about it is that Kirsten Dunst, who I absolutely adore, is starring in the film. Kaylee Spaney, who played Priscilla this year, is in it. And of course, the direction of Alex Garland. So I'm expecting some kind of sci-fi mindfuckery, but I really don't know. Let's take a look at the trailer for Civil War, which just dropped a few hours ago, and then I'll give you some quick thoughts at the end. Alrighty, and play.
19 states have seceded.
The United States Army ramps up activity.
The White House issued warnings to the Western forces as well as the Florida Alliance.
The three-term president
Looks good.
assures the uprising will be dealt with swiftly.
Let me know if you want to try anything on.
I guess aware there's like a pretty huge civil war going on all across America.
We just try to stay out. With what we see on the news, seems like it's for the best.
A24.
Citizens of America.
The so-called Western forces
Ron
of
Swanson?
Texas and California
Have suffered a very great defeat at the hands of the United States military.
Mr. President, do you regret the use of airstrikes against American citizens?
We're moving to D.C. today.
You need to go down there.
They shoot
Love her.
cameras on sight in the Capitol. Every instinct in me says this is death. Flooded.
Every time I survived a war zone, I thought I was sending a warning home. Don't do this.
Yo, this looks good.
But here we are.
There's some kind of misunderstanding here. What? Well, you're American, okay?
Okay. What kind of American are you? You don't know?
The Western forces will reach the White House on July 4th.
Oh my God.
Get in the car! Get in the car!
Move, move, move!
You're gonna
Dude.
hang back.
I'm not hanging back.
one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Go, 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 go!
God bless America.
In IMAX. Okay, let me just say wow to start with. I'm sensing a theme of kind of the state of America really since like right before the era of COVID until present day, and how divided the country is. It honestly feels like at times that we're actually in a civil war with people that could live on our street with us or in the next town over. You know, that often gets politicized and split down the middle with Democrats versus Republicans or whatever. I don't think that's going to necessarily be the theme of this movie, at least not as on the nose as that. But I can tell that it's going to be a story kind of, hopefully, an exaggerated story of the division and dissection in the country, which tends to fall on party lines and, you know, what side of different debates, whether that's the gun debate or religious freedom or whatever, kind of usually splits down party lines there. So I can see Garland is going to use that as a point of a way to tell this story. I'll just say that thematically it frightens me a little bit, because I feel like it might be a little too on the nose to where we may actually be in the next few years. And I hate to say that, but the country is in a spiral. And I think that this is a narrative film that's going to hit a little close to home in that respect. I don't know, but that's the impression I get. Kirsten Dunst, I already mentioned. Kaylee Spaney is in there. Nick Offerman. I saw Jesse Plemons there in a chilling role as one of the, I guess, soldiers of the rebellion or whatever. What kind of American are you? And that's gotten lost, right? Where we can't just be Americans now. You know, they have to know if we support abortion or gun rights, or we can't just be Americans coexisting. And that's unfortunate. And I think that's also going to kind of be the underlying plot of this movie. I think it looks great from like an action perspective. Obviously, the acting is going to be top tier. The cinematography, I saw those blurred lenses around some of the explosion scenes and fight sequences. I think it's going to be good. And one thing I'll say about Garland is that, and a lot of people kind of got off his train with Annihilation, and then even more people with Men. But what I will say about him as a storyteller, as a filmmaker, is he will make you think, and he will elicit a response from you. You won't just go to the cinema to watch a movie of his and just leave like, oh, that was a good time. You won't just grab your popcorn and just mindlessly get through it. You will have to really dive into the characters, into the story, and how it resonates with you will be a big part of your either enjoyment of it or your dislike of it. No matter what, like I said at the beginning, I'm going to be seated for an Alex Garland film. My emotions are kind of all over the place, but I am still very excited to see it, and it's most likely going to be in my 10 most anticipated for next year, which is the video I will probably do after the new year. I'm really looking forward to this one. Let me know what you guys think down below, and thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time in the garage.